Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Hello and welcome to Sloppy Joes. This is it! Come on!
No, you need to stop that loudness because it really does.
I love it!
No, I don't know what you do to the microphones.
I kiss it!
Swear to God, the noise that comes out of my car from listening to the Sloppy Joes podcast, and you go to that level.
Berserk!
The car feels like it's going to fall.
I'm here! I'm starting here! I can't get down!
People with AirPods in have just lost their mind.
People with AirPods have got so much money they can buy new not have AirPods? I've got AirPods, yeah. And you don't hear me complain about podcasts being too loud, do you?
Have you listened to do you listen to this one back?
Big time. I do, yeah.
Do you actually?
I don't listen to all of them all the way through because sometimes I feel it's a bit like watching yourself in the mirror while you're masturbating.
The last one. Pardon?
What? It's the audio equivalent.
Have you ever watched yourself masturbate?
Have I
ever watched yourself masturbating?
Who are you? Are you asking me?
Did you hear the ding, by the way? Because that's the microwave gone. My 9 out of 10 club's ready. That's
oh
coming
my
up
God.
soon.
Great stuff. Joe McGrath is here. How you doing,
Joe?
Joe?
Don't get away from that question. Yeah. Oh, good. Right. Coming up on today's show, we've got 9 out of 10 club. Agony Bants is really taking a... I've got so many emails to go through because I think if you miss Tyrone's Agony Bants, it's really opened the door to getting more in. So
Tyrone is such a feature on the show. He's almost having his own spin-off show. Do you know, like Frasier came from Cheers? He was Frasier, do you know the TV show?
Yeah.
He was a character in Cheers.
Was he?
And he had his spin-off. Tyrone is this close to having Sloppy Tyrone as his own podcast spin-off. We're also joined by Ethan, ladies and gentlemen. Producer Ethan, how you doing, Ethan?
Hello, Drew. Not too bad at all. How are you?
Very good to see you.
Thank you. Nice
Good.
to see you too.
Thank you very much. Do you know, Frasier's the only, like, Channel 4, that's their morning shows, isn't it, Frasier?
Boom, 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 boom. If
you're wondering why we've got beers, it's because we are building up to a Patreon Live that happened on Friday. This comes out on Tuesday. If you want to go back and watch that, the video is there for you to watch it, but you've got to become a Patreon member.
Patreon exclusive. What you have to do is go to Patreon, search Sloppy Joe's Podcast. You'll find us. The link is also in the description of this video. Go over there.
Oh, enjoying it.
You get loads of extras. You get extra podcasts. You get live shows. You get access to in the flesh live shows as soon as we do them. You also get the Sloppy Joe's feature where Joe talks about him pooing himself.
Yeah,
all sorts of great stuff. Joe's going to wax his back. You'll see some of that in the main podcast. But if you want to see all the behind the scenes, full footage of Joe getting his back waxed, that will be exclusive to Patreon. There's so much good extra stuff in there. Support the show. Get loads of extra content. Head over to what's the links?
Patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast. And if you want sort of to know what we're going to be doing tonight, we've ordered from what we think is Manchester's worst takeaway. Unknown.
It is the beginning of the Patreon exclusive 1 out of 10 club.
And I've ordered what is called the Ancoats Finest Kebab for £2.20.
It's so fine. They made it half the price of any other kebab I've ever eaten in my life.
How have you been, Joe? How's your week? Breaking
Very
Joe
good.
to start things off.
I've been away.
Where'd you go away? You went to Chorley. It's not really like,
It's holiday.
It's not Magaluf, is
right,
it?
You must have, okay, first of all, you've picked the shittest holiday in the world.
I love Magaluf.
Seychelles. Yeah? Mauritius.
The Seychelles? What?
Mauritius. Yeah? New York.
Right.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Okay, no.
Chorley.
These
are some of the hottest holiday destinations on the planet.
But what's the weather like?
Muggy at best.
Muggy.
It was muggy with some chances of rain. I'm talking hot tub. I'm talking barbecue area.
Yeah.
I'm talking not 1, not 2, but 3 outhouses / Wendy houses on the property.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I am talking a spitting distance from a horse field.
Yeah.
Now, these horses had sunglasses on.
What do you mean
more do you
sunglasses
want?
on? Why have they got sunnies on?
I think it's because it stops flies going in their eyes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Ray-Bans or just like horse bands?
Nay-Bans. Oh, they're getting! Nay-Bans, I said it first!
No. Replay.
Nay-Bans. I said it first.
It was there.
Brilliant. Saw the nieces, your nephews, yeah? Your
Saw
mums,
the
your dads, your
nieces?
sisters.
I thought you had one niece.
Yeah, I do, but I'm talking in general terms.
Do you that piss you seen double?
No, not quite, actually. Had loads of coffees. Went out in Chorley.
Why is all holiday stories around coffee?
Because I'm a big coffee guy. Had a Chorley cake. Have you ever had a Chorley cake?
Explain it to me.
So imagine an Eccles cake.
Explain Eccles cake.
So an Eccles cake is basically, it seems like you're eating a load of flies with all their wings pulled off inside a paper bag. Essentially what it is loads of raisins in a bit of pastry. Now, a Chorley cake is a similar concept, but the pastry, much nicer.
Oh, okay, nice.
The raisins,
Yeah.
more mellow, smoother.
No, really?
I don't know how the Eccles cake has got such acclaim. The Chorley cake,
Beautiful.
beautiful piece.
Love it. Beautiful piece.
It's a beautiful piece.
Nice. So,
What have you
got
been up
anything
to?
else to report on? Well, yeah, all good. Just had a sort of standard week this week. Nothing really special. Went out with my best mate on Friday.
Isn't your best mate your lovely girlfriend?
Yeah, and then went out with her as well on the Sunday. I got two best mates, haven't I? Get with it. One thing I wanted to bring up today.
Also,
is,
was that like a purposeful sort of dig at me, like just know your place? Not that I think I'm your best mate, but like you've made a point of saying like went out with my best. You know, I went out with you.
We
went out,
work colleagues, aren't we?
You said it like this. You said it like this. You went. I went out with my best mate on Friday, as though to sort of put me in some.
No, you are up there with one of my best mates.
We're quite recent mates.
Quite recent mates.
Recent but decent. Right, carry on.
So, you know, I love my food. I want
loves
to bring
his
you to a story that it's happened to me many times, but this time I thought I'd get a grip of it. I love Caribbean food. I think Caribbean food in Manchester is up there with the best that we do. So many different places. Jerk Junction, Buzz Rocks,
Mama
which
Flows.
I went to. Mama Flows, which is beautiful. The Drop Bar in Chorlton, which is amazing. But when you go to the Caribbean foods and when you get your half chicken, by the way, the carbs you can get on you want rice and pasta, what mac and cheese at the same time.
Oh,
but on a fried bit of bread,
Yeah,
get on there.
they've mastered carbs.
Yeah.
Two different types of rice as well.
But there's a drink that can catch you out. Do you know what the drink of choice is I'm talking about?
Is it alcoholic?
No. It's their soft drink that I get all the time, and it catches me out every time I've got to say the name of it.
There tends to be multiple options.
Yeah, well, this is the most popular.
There's often a punch.
Yeah,
There's often a ginger beer.
yeah.
But we're not talking about those things, are we?
No, we're talking about bigger. The bigger drink. BIGGA. You recognise it?
I do recognise
It's one of the most beautiful drinks.
It's a great flavoured soft drink.
I love it, but it's nervous saying it because if you don't really commit to the you could get in a bit of trouble. On my way to get my beautiful Caribbean food to... What? Bigger?
No, that's what it's called.
What's it called?
Yeah.
What's it? So I knew that this
I
moment...
just say grape drink.
Well, I knew this moment was coming. I was going to get my half chicken and rice before my BBC show.
Before you what?
My BBC show. I was like, doing your vocal warm-ups. There's nothing better in life than half a jerk chicken, rice, peas, extra dumplings, more gravy, and a bigger.
I love that. More gravy.
More gravy, because they love throwing the
How
gravy
much
on.
gravy? More than that.
So I was in the car driving. You know what you're going to say, yeah. Got to the counter. What you want? Your half rice, peas? Yeah. All that. What drink do you want? The red one, please.
Oh.
Bottled it.
Yeah.
The red one. It was delicious. But yeah, it's just about me nearly getting cancelled.
Why don't you say it? Scared.
I'm scared.
But you're not. The thing is, like, I see what you're getting at. You're not just going to accidentally be racist. You're not racist. I know
me
you.
as well. I go in there so much. But it puts you on edge a bit.
Does it?
You been ever been accidentally racist, Stephen?
No, but I couldn't say the word chicken today when ordering a chicken shawarma.
Oh, this was quite sad, actually. So, Ethan, there was a big debate in the office. What shall Ethan have for dinner?
Right.
And this is based on the fact that yesterday, all he ate for dinner... What was the last meal you had before dinner yesterday, Ethan? What time was it?
I had a wrap at around 1 o'clock.
So, between 1 p.m.
Yeah.
and 12 p.m. today, nearly 24 hours, all Ethan ate was what?
A packet of beef jerky. Sure.
For 24 hours.
He brought beef jerky on the last pod, didn't he?
24 hours, all he ate was a packet of beef jerky. So he was like, he was panicking. He was so hungry, he was scared. I could see the fear in his eyes.
Why didn't you have breakfast?
I never have time to have breakfast.
That's not true. He wakes up too
loves
late.
this, doesn't he? Like, it's,
Yeah.
How long would you... What time would you go to bed at night, Ethan?
It varies with what day I'm working. So, for example, today I had to be at work for 9:30, so I went to sleep around 12:30.
Could go a bit earlier, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Do you think about like 10 p.m. bedtime, 10:30?
Well, what time would you recommend to get up for breakfast, Joe?
7 a.m.
Let's be honest, it takes 15 minutes for breakfast, doesn't it? Pour some cereal in a bowl, bit of milk on it.
What is your breakfast of choice if you did have
that's
breakfast?
nice, let's say you've got all day. It's a Saturday afternoon. You're off. It's just you, your girlfriend, flat to yourself, a fully stocked fridge.
Knob out.
No.
Sorry. No.
No, with butter. Now we're talking.
Probably a bacon sandwich.
Yay! Pork mouth.
It's not that much to cook a bacon sandwich. Only like 10 minutes.
Fast forward to today, this afternoon. Ethan walks into a local establishment, and what were you trying to ask for?
I was trying to ask for a chicken shawarma, Joe.
Yeah, where's this from? Whereabouts?
Super sandwich around the corner.
Nice.
Delicious.
Yeah, delicious.
Really, really good.
Delicious.
But due
Family
to
owned.
my lack of food intake, I was feeling a bit lightheaded and a bit wobbly. I also just left Go Falafel, which was a bit awkward because I just walked out on them when they were expecting to serve me. And
So why didn't you go to get some falafel? Did you not?
I just thought, £8, fuck off for lunchtime. It's a bit too much, isn't it? So I ended up going to Super Sandwich, which is the much more appealing $5.95.
Yeah.
And you get a bit of chips with that as well. So I popped into there, and
What did you say?
Well, I was feeling a bit lightheaded. I was a bit anxious because about leaving Go Falafel. So I went, hello, and I couldn't remember what I wanted on the menu. So I said, can I have a and then they just looked at us, and I went, chicken. And I was like, I said chicken.
Sean Connery's
And then they went chicken. They was like, oh, sorry, chicken. I just went shawarma, and I pointed at the shawarma.
So you got embarrassed and you just started pointing.
Just pointed and went
Why are you
shawarma.
laughing so much?
And then I got like my B's and my W's muddled up. Like it's not a lisp, is it?
That's
But
funny.
yeah.
God.
And near, one moment we had where we were embarrassed like that is I went to KFC with my mate Andy, one of my best mates, but don't want to bring that up again. And he forgot the word for goujon and asked for the chicken, couple of chicken gooches.
Oh dear, nasty.
I mean, probably KFC do sell them.
They do that, yeah. That's what's in the Zinger burger. Where do you think he gets that zing from?
Zing.
It's got that,
Have you been,
that trouser
Ethan?
sneeze.
What have you been up to this week?
I went to London yesterday.
How was it?
The Big Apple.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
That's surely.
Done a lot of work for the podcast on the train back, so quite enjoyed that. Went down.
He loves doing this. He loves doing this. Come on, Joe.
He talks so
Let him peek behind the
much
curtain. Let him
shit.
peek behind the curtain.
Ethan does fuck all. He made an hour and a half to make a graphic that not many people will see. He like we talked about what Joe versus Joe's going to be on the pod. He was here. He's always here, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'll give him that.
We set out what the new rules were going to be, and he agreed to it. 5 minutes before going live, what do I need to do, Joe? Fuck off! How he makes clips as well for social media.
Joe-
He screen records them.
Okay. Right.
Screen records
Now
them,
we
Joe.
pull the curtain back closed again. Thank you very much, Ethan, for what you've
Grow
been up to
up.
this week. Nope. I said we closed the curtain. None of this
Tell
petty
us more
name
about
calling.
London anyway.
How was London?
Yeah, it was nice to get away for a bit. So
Yeah, because you live such a fucking stressful life.
He does!
Isn't he fuck?
He's like, former FA chairman Greg Dyke, this guy. He's busy.
Fucking hell.
because obviously me and Manisha have commenced a long distance relationship now.
2 weeks. Sorry?
What?
did you say?
How dare you? This is a man whose love has been stretched to its very limits.
Sorry.
And what are you
then.
doing? Texting what?
No, I'm getting a conversation me and Ethan had up recently, which I want to
Okay.
read out.
Ethan, how has it been being in a long distance relationship? Because that can be quite hard, can't it?
Yeah, obviously we're already like a week in. But no, it was nice. Just went out to London, went to the museums. Had
All
some,
of them?
Name him.
I can't remember which one. There's loads of dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs.
Dinosaur Museum.
No, it's not called the
Natural
Dinosaur
History Museum?
Yeah, that's the one, Drew. I love my dinosaurs, so that was good fun. Had some ice cream afterwards, really posh ice cream. The smallest one was $4.50.
Jesus, that's a lot.
That's how you know it's good, because it's overpriced. Was it a good weekend?
Yeah, it was a Thursday, so it was a good Thursday.
What do you mean it was the third? What do you
Down and back to London in a day.
In a
That's how
day.
committed he is.
3 weeks then.
What?
What?
3 weeks what?
How long are you giving it?
Oh. It's got personal. Ethan, right to reply?
It'll be fine.
Honestly, it will be fine. Take that back. You take that back because that really rattled him. Take it back now.
What we need to do is...
Joe,
we need
take
to
that back.
All right. When I had a long-term girlfriend down in London, it did last 2 months.
See?
Ethan wanted to go viral this week.
Oh, yeah. What about this, Ethan? Explain yourself.
No, I'll let Joe explain it.
He wanted me to retweet or like one of his tweets.
He asked me to retweet it as well.
Did he? Did he
I like it, yeah.
I think it was a funny tweet.
It was funny.
What are we on now, Ethan? How many likes are we on?
I don't know. I don't really take interest.
He
in that
does.
He doesn't. All day he's been going, we're up to 700 likes.
Is it 700?
It was up to 700 like 6 hours ago.
No, that's pretty good, to be fair.
It's double that, actually.
Oh, he's not What are you going to do? He's gone viral.
He's gone viral.
1,500 likes.
That's mad. He said it would benefit the podcast. He doesn't mention the podcast anymore, to be fair.
No.
On one bit, he said, could be amusing on Sloppy Joe's content. But to the 1,508 people who've liked it, don't really know who we are.
So here's the thing. The tweet, if you haven't seen it, which you probably have, is
Yeah.
Ethan's mum.
It was on Good Morning Britain.
Ethan's mum has gone, what is it called?
Paddleboarding.
Paddleboarding with a cat.
No.
It's not even her cat.
Does your cat like water?
As you remember the other day, Joe, you laughed at my cat's death. My cat is no longer around. That is her friend's cat.
That is a stuffed, dead cat.
No wonder it's on the board.
Glued down. It's been screwed in. Can we reveal something? I don't know if we talked about this on the last podcast, if this was a private thing.
It's getting nasty, this pod, isn't
Can
it?
we reveal
What?
a guest? A future guest to the show?
Yeah, Patreon exclusive.
Is that okay? You think?
Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, that's fine.
Patreon exclusive. So again, head over to Patreon, search Sloppy Joes. The link is in the description. I can now reveal that we will be having Ethan's mum on
Is she got for coming
the
in the
podcast.
studio?
Well, yeah, she said next time she's in like the Manchester Salford area, she would.
So sometimes she goes to Salford.
Well, yeah, she's got like clients up and down the country, so she said she'll come down here.
Next time she's in the area.
What kind of client?
No, next time she's in the area, Ethan's mum will be on the podcast. And that is a promise. And I can't wait to meet her. What's her name?
Her name is Judith, Drew.
And what
Judith.
does she do for a living?
She's a special education.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the.
Do we have to pay her to come on? She want a fee?
No, she doesn't want a fee. She's not you for Stratford Paddock,
You're a
Drew.
client for her, Joe. She'll
Why?
come on for free just to check you out.
I've learned everything I need to learn.
You've been saying that since year 3 when you left school for the mines.
Right, that was our weeks. Right then, next up, 9 out of 10 Club. Can you explain it whilst I go and get it?
So the 9 out of 10 Club it's an homage to Joe's food eating career. He reviews food for a living, and yet somehow he's incapable of giving anything a less than a 9 out of 10. So in honour of that, I wanted to create a genuine 9 out of 10 Club. None of this, oh yeah, it's nice, it's going in, da-da-da. You have to be the best of the best, right? I'm talking, give me some things that are in there, Ethan.
Well, not street waffles, actually. Something like the treble mints.
Tree ball mints,
Right,
the triple
right.
cheeseburger, etc. It's Joe's turn to bring us a food that he thinks is 9 out of 10. He's
Ready?
here.
Close your eyes, actually. Close your eyes, Ethan.
So we've got to close our eyes.
Put on the wide.
This is Joe's entrance to the 9 out of 10
Close
Club
your
this
eyes.
week. Yeah, go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, because I'm obviously... Don't look. Still hot.
Still hot. You've just got it out of the microwave.
Still hot.
I can smell what it is.
I wanted to bring a couple of different items. One of the items couldn't be with us today. and
Couldn't
it
be with us today. It had previous commitments,
No,
did
no,
it?
at the time of recording, although looking back at it now, we probably could have got it because we're late to recording. I wanted to bring in
Can I open my eyes yet?
I wanted to bring in a sandwich, which I will bring in next week, but I didn't have that available today. So I brought in what I think is the finest thing you can get in a tin. Ladies and gentlemen, open your eyes. It's the Heinz tomato soup.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That
Let
has
me
been
tell you about the Heinz
microwaved
tomato
to within
soup.
an inch of its life. Look at the
This
splatter marks.
Is what you need if you are, off school.
Yeah.
This makes you feel better. If you just need something to warm the cockles in the winter, this is the soup
If
for
you're
them all.
if you're over the age of 90 and your family don't come and visit you anymore, this is what you'll be having for lunch.
It is the best soup you can get in a tin.
Not true.
Bar none. And it, for me, is 9 out of 10 worthy. Heat it up. Go for it.
You're really selling it.
Go
Here's
give
the
a
thing with
spoon
the
if you want,
tomato
Ethan.
soup. 2 words. Heat it up.
Go on.
Go for
Try
it.
it. Give it a good blow, though. No. You might need to get another spoon unless you fancy sharing.
Unless you fancy me. Right, Ethan's going to get another spoon. That's a real damning indictment.
So
on
tell
my
me about
oral hygiene.
Tell me about the Heinz tomato soup.
So the Heinz tomato soup, what it means to me. Now my mouth is watering. I tell you what, my favourite bit of the Heinz tomato soup is
yeah.
the tuna melt that I usually have with it.
Oh, that's a nice.
One of my favourite
little,
meals is a tuna
that's
melt.
a nice
and Heinz
touch.
tomato soup. Or
Oh no, I've spilled down with fucking
or a cheese
stuff.
toasty and a Heinz tomato soup. Has this been seasoned at all?
Pardon?
Has this been seasoned at
Oh,
all?
do you want salt in it? It's fucking
Pepper.
salty. Pepper. Blow it.
I mean,
Fucking don't eat it all.
get in here, big man.
Come in it.
Go on,
Dip
Ethan.
mine in there. Just a little dip. I don't want this full spoon. Just a little dip.
Yeah,
Like, dip it.
he's hungry.
There we go.
That was awful. Don't slide it, because
Right,
think
don't-
of the audio listeners.
He doesn't think of any of the listeners. He just thinks of himself.
Have a taste, Ethan. Go on. Now, you've had.
fucking
Can I ask you
good,
this,
mate.
Ethan? Have you had it before?
Yeah, he's had
Yeah.
it before.
He's had it before.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It is nice.
There's no right. Here's the thing. You've played on his roots here.
All right, it's not from Newcastle, this.
No, it's not. But what did I bring in last week?
I forget. It was like Cheetos.
Cheetos. He hadn't had a Cheeto until the day I met him. We know
What?
that.
You don't eat Cheetos?
No, not the crispy ones like that. No. You've brought this in because, let's be honest, what's the stumbling block in the 9 out of 10 club?
I don't know. Ethan.
His political mind. He only puts things in if he's friends with the person that's putting
It's
it forward.
True, yeah, it is true.
And that's one of the things that's come to sort of tar the name of the 9 out of 10 club.
And he's not having a good day, is he?
He's not. So what you've done here is you've played into the hands of Ethan.
I'm not
You
playing
know,
into anyone's
with his,
hands.
With his upbringing in Newcastle, he lived on a farm for most of it. He's probably eaten
Tomato
more cans
farm.
of tomato soup than you've had what? Just eat dinners.
How dare you?
Well, it's your job.
My job. I'm with delivery actually. Okay.
Slightly more premium. delivery chain.
So let me just put my thoughts to everyone here about the 9 out of 10 club. It's nostalgia. It's
Right.
beautiful. I'll give you this.
It's shit.
It is. No,
What?
it's not shit.
Oh, sorry. I thought that's what you were going to say.
It is amplified, yes, with maybe a piece of toast or some croutons. Or, as I found out at Granny Una's when I was 8, packet of ready salted crisps.
Can I give you something else that's ready salted crisps? Fantastic. Dip a Greg's sausage roll in one of these. bad boys.
Really?
Tell me
Wow.
it's not. It's
But what
not
I'm
good.
saying is, it is
versatile.
fucking nice.
It's versatility in a tin.
You're eating so much of it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So, what we're all thinking.
I want Ethan to go first this time.
Ethan, go for it.
Yeah, I used to eat Heinz tomato soup quite a lot when in my student days when I was at school and I couldn't cook. I still don't really cook at all these days, really. But no, I do like it. But is it 9 out of 10 club worthy?
Well, what soup is better than it?
But that's not the game. This isn't a soup club, is it?
fucking
Unless
love
I'm
that.
very much mistaken, this isn't a soup club.
All right.
This is a food, a culinary world.
You can't tell me that this, an absolute classic, is not going to... You eating the... I hate when he says he doesn't like something, but then proceeds to eat it all. Oh, right.
Oh, it's horrible on my headphones.
No, that is fuck off.
That's terrible for the listeners.
What I'll tell you about it is this. It somehow made its way into the public consciousness as the de facto tomato soup. And I'm not sure I agree that this is the best we can do.
Bollocks. There's not another tomato soup you can get me that's better than that. That's bollocks.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's not. You're lying.
I'm saying what you're saying. It has.
What are you saying again?
I think we can do better.
No. Not right.
I
Not
like
right.
it, but isn't it just a bit shit? Do you know what I mean? Like, do we actually like it or do we remember it? And I want you to ask yourself that. I want you to ask yourself that question, Joe. Because like this is, have you brought the Findus crispy pancakes of the liquid world? Is that what you've brought? Have you brought the sort of the molten turkey Twizzler? I want to ask you a question here. It's not about whether me or Ethan think this should go in the 9 out of 10.
I do. I think it is 9 out of 10.
Do you think this is 9 out of 10?
Yeah, I do. With a cheese toast.
I want you to ask that.
What?
But without the cheese toasty. Is it? Because I think we can cut the bullshit here. Me and Ethan don't need to say a word.
Oh,
Joe,
no.
And this has never happened before in the show's history, where the bringer of the gift has backed down. Be honest with me, Joe.
Yeah, but...
Do you really want to put this in the 9 out of 10
I've just
club?
got an email saying a shit-related tale.
Right.
What kind of podcast do we run?
Do you really want to put this in the 9 out of 10 club, if you're honest? Come to it.
The more I think about it, the more I realise that it does need something else with it. But that's what happened with butter. You know, you couldn't just eat butter.
Did butter make it into the 9 out of 10 club?
It did. Right. You were there.
Was it a mistake?
Do you want me to withdraw it?
I want you to think about whether you want to withdraw it.
Ethan, do you have any final words before I make my mind up?
Just sums up the day you haven't really, Joe. Let you make your decision and let us know what you've come up with, mate.
For the listeners, this represents you. This suit, Joe. Just cut to Joe. This isn't about me and Ethan really anymore. This is about.
Never was.
It never was. This is about who you are.
It's never been about Ethan, really.
And do you really want your legacy to be a man that put Heinz cream of tomato soup into a 9 out of 10 club? Is that what you want to be?
You know, you've made some good points, and I'd like to. Can I withdraw it?
There you go. And I think you've done the right thing there. And I think we should give a round of applause to Joe there for seeing the error of his ways.
I'd like to.
Thank you, Ethan.
I'd like to apologise.
Yeah.
To absolutely nobody. It's 9 out of 10. Fuck you all.
It's not.
Great soup. Fuck off. 9 out of 10. I'll shove a spoon up your arse in a minute.
Wow.
Ethan, is it 9 out of 10?
There's pressure.
Is it fuck true?
Oh! Is it 9 out of 10?
No chance.
Fuck you, it is. Get in the comments. You know it's 9 out of 10.
It's not, is it?
Balls to you both.
Well done.
Go a bit of dignity.
Grow a bit of dignity indeed.
We have got a sponsor.
Sponsor
We
on the
love a
show.
sponsor. Now listen, they are the wonderful people at Armstrong's Projects. They were established in 2016 and are a UK-based construction specialist. They are predominantly in the Northwest, and Armstrong's Projects expertise in construction from a wide variety of sectors.
It's good,
Joe.
that. It is
we
great,
love
isn't it?
A construction.
The thing is,
Yeah.
they've got a responsible team and they guarantee comprehensive turnkey construction service, Joe.
I love big words.
You do. Along with their partner design teams and healthy database of approved supply chain partners, services can be individually tailored
And you can get your services individually tailored.
to meet client specific requirements, ensuring that expectations of quality, program and budgets are all met.
Their team have experience in various building projects with values ranging from up to £5 million across a large variety of sectors, Joe.
Honestly, just being honest for a second, that's a lot of value.
That is a lot of
They
value.
can handle the big stuff.
They could build us a Sloppy Joe's bar.
A Sloppy Joe's bunker. Imagine that.
Oh
for
my
when
God.
the end of the universe comes.
And we can get a
Oh, God.
Can I have a top bunk?
We'll argue about that later on. Okay. And as with people, so with places, Joe.
They've got a good slogan.
They have.
What's the slogan?
We care, we communicate, we deliver.
Yes, they are a team of professionals who take pride in doing more for their clients, bringing a comprehensive devotion to customer service throughout. And if you want to find out more about Armstrong's Projects,
Honestly.
the wonderful people who are helping Sloppy Joe's keep on going, it's www.armstrongs-uk.com. That'll be on the screen here.
It's also in the description. So check them out. Like I said, they're helping out the podcast. They're great guys over at Armstrong's Projects. Check them out. Link in the description. Thank you very much, Armstrong's Projects.
Let's do 2 agony bants. Move on to agony bants. Agony bants. Agony bants. Agony bants. Agony bants. Right, so we start off. All these have been anonymous. We've not heard from Sudocrem Man, by the way. I'm worried about his health. I hope he's not eating Sudocrem like he said last week.
On toast.
Please keep me anonymous, guys. Loving the podcast. So my friend has recently begun dating a girl. The other week he invited me to dinner with them, which I think is weird. Who invites someone to dinner?
Yeah, it's a bit Great Gatsby, innit?
And when I arrived, I was shocked to learn that the girl that I met, I've already slept with. About a year ago, actually. Now, me and the girl were never a thing. We had sex more than one occasion.
Just for the rest of the email, do you mind saying woman?
Okay.
Just makes me feel a bit uneasy.
What do you mean?
Well, girl.
What age does a girl stop for you?
16.
Okay. Me and the woman never really were a thing. We just had a sex on... But here's the thing, on more than one occasion. So it wasn't a one-night stand. It was more than one occasion, if I made that clear.
So what you're saying is, it wasn't just once, it was more than once.
Yeah. Now, me and her haven't had a chance to talk, so the advice is, should I tell my mate or do I just leave it? P.S. Love the pod, guys. Hope you are well. Which is nice of him. What do you think?
I mean, the answer is obvious, isn't it? You obviously tell him.
What if, Joe, these two get married one day?
Right. You've
You've had sex with your best mate's wife.
Yeah. You know me and Becky. Imagine! Just like that, it's all over. What would that be the end of the pod?
God.
We go
I
way
think you would
back.
Push it, yeah.
We go way back.
Push it. Let's not mention Ethan's.
He's got to tell him. There's no two ways about it. First of all, what's his name, Ethan? Anonymous, give us a name.
Johnson.
Johnson's got to say the truth.
Like you're not.
Because it's awkward for her that, like...
Johnson's got to say the truth.
Yeah. They
I
slept
thought you
with her.
said...
Tell him.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Because she's awkward. She feels weird. Your mate's always going to wonder why his girlfriend's awkward around you, why you're awkward around them. Because the other thing is, let me do a bit of role play here. Okay? Imagine.
Don't like roleplay. Do it with Ethan, please.
No, imagine I'm Johnson.
It's more relatable. With
I'm
Ethan.
Johnson, so you've slept with my girlfriend. Not the other way,
No,
don't
do
worry.
it with Ethan.
Okay, Ethan. I'm Johnson, and I've got a new girlfriend, and you'd slept with her in the past.
Oh, shit.
Ethan, yeah?
Well, if we want to use a hypothetical, sure.
Sounds like something you do, doesn't it? Sow your oats.
So you're out.
If in 2 years' time, when her and I are very... What's her name? Sorry, she's anonymous. What's her name? Come up with her name.
Sandra.
Johnson and Sandra.
Jesus.
If Sandra and I in 2 years' time are really serious, and then I found out that you'd slept with her, because it will come out, because the whole friendship group's going to find out, how weird does it look that you kept it a secret for 2 years?
So, is the sleeping occurred during the relationship?
No, it's beforehand, but it looks as though it was more serious than it was.
Doesn't listen.
I don't know what he was doing when you were reading that email out, because I know
Did
the
you pay
information.
attention?
Yeah.
What was my 9 out of 10 club then?
It was the highest tomato soup jar.
There's no other option. What are you
Ethan,
saying?
What would you like in this situation? Would you like a mate to tell you?
I wish it was said earlier on, I suppose, but we can't turn back the clocks. We're not time lords.
That's a cool reference.
So
Tells you a lot about the man.
it does. But yeah, I think you just. What do you want to say though? Like it seems a bit awkward to me.
Would you say you're a cowardly man, Ethan?
I don't know. I'd say I'm quite the manly man, actually, Joe.
Can you put up a shelf?
Oh no, I can't put up a shelf.
That's good.
I can.
What about you, Joe? What would
could
you
do a
do?
tripod.
I think you should tell him, yeah, because imagine if it comes out later down the line, it just could be really, really awkward.
Got to tell him. Tell him in a creative way if you want to.
Yeah.
Give it the old.
What do you mean creative?
Well, something. Send him
Write him a song.
Screenshot a text that you and her have had from the past, and say,
That player get a guess who?
Yeah, nothing.
Blank her name out.
Nothing you haven't seen before.
Oh God, don't do it like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't do it like that.
How would you do it?
I don't know. Just to his face, mate.
Have them
Come
all in
on.
the room together. Everyone in the room. I'd be like, anything you want to say? Point
Make
to
a
her.
joke of it, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. That'd be good, wouldn't
Let
it?
us know what you do, please. Please email us back, Johnson. I got another email here,
Go on then.
but he wants to be called Mr. Chris P. Cream. So, the email subject header is "Do I tell him?"
Oh, God.
Hi, guys. I've recently started work at a new company. I discovered I know someone who works there, but he's got a very specific nickname. None of the people working there know the reason why he's got this nickname. He's just calling it because some of his friends call it, so he's kind of catched on. I know this person through a distant mutual acquaintance. Now, the nickname he's got is Donut because after
Can I stop you there? He's fucked a donut.
After one drunken night out, which he ended... he got this after a drunken night out, which ended with him wanking himself off with a Tesco strawberry glaze. Because of my role, I'm a bit of an outsider, so to get in the crowd, do I throw this guy under the bus and let them know why he's called Donut? Or do I keep it to myself? I mean, would you fuck a strawberry glaze, Ethan?
Only the plain ones, really, for me, Drew. Not a fan of the strawberry.
I mean,
not a donut.
when we were young, wild and free, like, you know, when you were learning your body, anything seemed like a good job.
When you were sort of honing your craft.
Yeah. When you
said
had this
getting your 10,000 hours.
Get you 3 a day in.
Yeah, it's like fruit and veg.
You'd fuck a pineapple.
Papaya. Right. Here's the thing. Yeah. I don't know why you've gone with the jam, strawberry jam.
Strawberry glaze.
Because isn't that one...
He's not fucked the strawberry glaze. He's the friend who he knows the friend who's fucked it.
Oh, okay.
So don't have a go at him for picking the donut.
Okay.
But maybe it was just the only thing there.
Yeah, and
Are you
obviously,
saying
and
the
obviously,
strawberry
and here's the
glaze-
thing, Joe. There has, you know, in the history of human evolution, there has never been any means by which a man can masturbate without the use of some kind of food. You know, you couldn't just do it by yourself in bed, for instance.
No,
that hasn't been invented yet. You have to use some sort of baked goods, don't you?
What are you talking about?
Well, what I'm saying is, you said maybe it was the only thing there, like you can't wank without any donuts around. Well, it was the only donut they had. Yeah, you don't have to have a donut. Just do it by yourself in the shower like a normal person.
Or in the mirror.
Yeah,
Or in the
exactly.
That's got to stay
Spend
in
some
now.
time looking in the mirror for once. Do you know what I
Thinking
mean?
of England.
Right. I tell everyone.
Yeah.
He did it. Do you know what I mean? And he told people as well. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
He wasn't by himself that night. Well, he was actually, and he still chose. The people got that nickname came out because people found out what he did. He was the only one there, unless he did it in the baked aisle in Sainsbury's.
It's Tesco's. Why are you getting so many details
Well,
wrong?
we went to Sainsbury's. We went to Tesco, bought the donut, moved into Sainsbury's, and did it as some sort of dirty protest. Tell everyone. He shagged a donut.
Yeah,
Be my
yeah,
mate.
Yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah, get in
What
the
would you
club.
do?
Yeah, I'd tell everyone. Do you know why it's called donut?
Yeah.
Shag the donut.
What donut? What kind of donut?
Strawberry glaze.
Well, from Sainsbury's, probably.
No, not the Sainsbury's ones.
Not Sainsbury's.
Not Sainsbury's. Tesco's.
Oh, no
Delicious.
Need something to put a bit of flavour on them. Ethan?
Nice one, Drew. Yeah.
Right. What's next?
It's the return of Jeffersons Jewel.
Joe still hasn't waxed his back, but that's coming very soon to a Patreon exclusive.
We're still looking for forfeits as well. To agree on, someone will suffer a forfeit at the end of.
And it will not be good. I think whoever does it gets to break the other one's arm with a motorbike.
Or someone said, "Eat the world's hottest chip." Have you seen these pranks where
Yeah.
there's the chip that has like 1,000,000 Scovilles?
Can I just tell you right now, and I hate to bring this up, my constitution doesn't allow me to eat that sort of thing.
What do you mean?
I've got illness. I can't have hot chip. We'll come up with something
Barbra
better. Then.
Streisand.
What about the world's coldest chip? Just a bit of ice. Anyway, there will be a horrific forfeit.
Maybe someone has to go skinny dipping somewhere.
Yeah, we'll do a show in our
I'll do
pants.
it when I
One of
watch
us
it.
does a show in our pants. How about that?
Gary Lineker, is it? Okay, right. So Joe versus Joe. Ethan's in charge.
5 questions
We'll do
by
fi-
Ethan. It's a slightly new format where Ethan asks us the questions this time because it stops Joe doing things like asking me what's the exact population of France, and when you get it very
I would've
close, he
got
still
it.
doesn't give you the points. So Ethan will be the question master. We both answer the same questions. Ethan, begin.
Okay. Question 1 of the topic. Dick Van Dyke.
What?
Of Mary Poppins fame.
Why?
Question 1. What year was Dick Van Dyke born?
The exact year.
Right, I've got an answer.
Right.
Let's go with
Right, I've written mine down.
Can
No,
I go
you've
first? You
Googled
finish
yours. Watch him on that laptop. He's got a reputation.
I've got
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1910.
that. He's not 112, is he?
He's not alive still, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's about 95. So I'm going to go with 1927.
Drew McGrath, what was your answer once more? Because we did the closest.
Oh, I didn't know. You can't just make the rules up as it goes.
You said 1910.
1910.
And the winner is Drew Smith, 1-0 on question
Why?
1.
What year was he born?
The answer was 1927.
I got it exactly right! What do you mean Joe was the closest? Joe was bang on! How have I got that?
What's
The answer was like, Ethan, you were in the room!
what occurred
Give me
there?
something, I've just
Hang
guessed
on,
you get my knife.
hang on. What occurred there was I accidentally read the answer I written down
What
just
is he?
then rather
How
than.
old was he?
The answer's 1925. Apologies, Drew, but
So
you still
close.
get a point.
Well, I love how he changes the rules halfway through.
Question 2.
Let's just do 3, eh?
Question 2. What year did he join the military?
Is this just guess the year? What's going on?
We've already done 2 of 5.
Okay. I've got an idea.
1941.
What is 17? I'm going to go 1946.
What, after the World War?
After it started, yeah.
Well, no, it finished then. 45 it finished.
Go on.
The answer is 1944. Drew Smith, you're closest, so you get the point.
Why did you think he joined the military
Because
after the war?
Because I didn't want to be one of those guys that just says the year after you to get a year closer.
Should we point out the elephant in the room? What? This is shit.
Ethan, question 3.
Question 3 to my big quiz is how old was he when his car caught on fire?
I fucking hate Ethan. You're so mad, aren't you?
I fucking producer of the show.
I think
all
he-
week to think of this.
I think he was 50.
Yeah, let's go 1970.
That's how old was he?
The question was age, Drew, so by default, you've sadly lost this one. The answer was 87.
Yay!
What did you think?
And I've
50?
won! That's it, 3-0. No point asking the last 2
God
questions.
for that.
Joe wins. 1-0 up. We are making some vast changes to Ethan's autonomy for the next episode.
I tell you what, I'll get someone else to write them and send them you.
What was wrong with those questions?
No one
It
knows
was
anything about Dave Van
fucking
Dyke.
Boring.
And all those guess the year ones, shite. Right, what's next? 1-0 to me, though. Do you know what I mean? That is an official.
it's not
No,
1-0
that is an
to you.
official
It's
one.
not 1-0
That is
to
an
you.
official
No.
one.
I'm not taking that.
Well, you are.
Well, considering
Joe, can I just say
considering
something?
the Quizmaster cheated,
Can I tell you
I said
something?
1970 because I thought it was the year. They went, I'm going to take that as your first answer.
Can I tell you something?
You didn't take yours as the first answer.
Also, even if it was 1970, I still would have won.
Why? How?
Because I said 50 and 1970 was 47. Let me just tell you something
Hold
right
on.
now, Joe.
What? 55. And then how old was he when he crashed his car?
The answer, Drew, was 87.
I would have won that one, so we would have carried on. Yes.
From 1924 to 1970, how many years is that? 46. Can I just tell you something right now? We were both disadvantaged there, Joe, but I pulled ahead. So it's 1-0 to me, okay? There's a track record that you have of denying your losses.
I'm denying that. I'm denying that.
What's next?
What's next? Ask Ethan.
Ask Ethan. If you could be any fictional character, who would you be? Every answer starts with that.
I would be, I'd probably be Doctor Who, actually.
Would ya? Oh, you could see him in the little trench coat with his magic wand sticking out.
Screwdriver.
Whatever. What would you do with your powers? Where would you go visit?
My powers. Where would I visit?
Oh, like Doctor Who hasn't got powers. He can speak every language for one.
No, they turn into the language that he speaks.
Oh, and Joe McGrath revealed himself to be a nerd as well.
No, I just don't think he can speak every language because then all of his mates couldn't speak it as well, could they? So I'm sure that the people that he surrounds himself with can speak the same language as
When
him.
did you watch up to?
I think it was like 2008.
I thought so.
Yeah,
I could
I'll
tell
tell
you're
you
into it. What would you do with your little magic wand, screwdriver?
Well, usually used for opening doors, Joe, so probably open a few doors.
Career-wise?
Use a better podcast.
Maybe a locksmith.
A locksmith?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a 60 quid call-out charge. I mean, to be fair, he used it to save the universe, but you use it to work for Yale. Anyway.
Yale? Where did you pull Yale from?
Yale locks. Absolutely top-end
I
shite.
know, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what a locksmith was called.
That's why I'm the premium content producer. Number 2. What is your favourite meal, Ethan? Let's learn about you for once.
Favourite meal.
Every answer starts with a ooh.
And then he repeats it.
I do quite like, I don't know, I like fish and chips. I like, could go for a curry. I'm quite all around, an all-rounder.
What about a fish curry, best of both worlds? Or
Fish
a curry
curry?
and chips?
Oh no, I don't like a fish curry.
What about a curry with some mushy peas on it?
You see, now you're complicating things. We'll just stick with fish and chips, please, Joe.
Any,
Let's not overcomplicate
any salt and vinegar?
it. Yep, salt and vinegar, bit of ketchup on the side. That will do me very nicely.
Oh, I'm really happy about that. Cod or haddock?
It's a controversial one. I'd probably say cod because it's classic, but there are many
couldn't be less
scholars who
controversial.
prefer haddock.
Can I just say, when you say it's a controversial one and then you pick the most popular of the two options, not controversial. Question 3. Is cereal soup?
If it is, it's not better than the fucking one I brought in.
What's going through your mind, Ethan?
Well, obviously, when you put milk on it,
Because to you, what is a soup? Some sort of, solid suspension in a liquid broth.
yes, it would be exactly that if I was to phrase it myself. I'm going to say no, separate entities, Joe, because obviously cereal without the milk is its own thing. We call it cereal anyway. There's no need for the milk. So I'm going to say cereal's one thing, soup another.
I like that. He's used the milk as the differentiating
Stew, yeah. You don't get
medium.
a milky soup, do you?
Let's go. The first word of that soup is cream. Look at the front of it.
Yeah, cream is in there. And then something called milk protein as well.
That's going to be all from us today. This has been the Sloppy Joes podcast. Make sure you check us out on Patreon. Sloppy Joes podcast on
because we're
Patreon.
doing a live straight after this, and you think the vibe was good here, wait till we go on the vibe there live.
Thank you very much. Hit subscribe if you haven't already as well. Thank you very much to everyone for watching. This has been the Sloppy Joes podcast. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye! Wave!
Ethan, wave.
Bye.